Hello, everyone. It's Caribbean E and Tina.
Hello.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to our second live of the month. Hope everybody just having a wonderful day. Your day is going great, and that you are in the best of health.
Yes.
And health is everything, especially what we're reading in the papers and looking at on the news. It's just terrible to see how people, losing their lives, and some people are just not safe, and all these kind of things that are happening. But glad you guys are still with us. Glad you guys are still following the Caribbean E channel. And tonight I'm wearing my new Caribbean E merch shirt. Okay, and it's be on the back. So I'm loving this shirt. I think this is the best shirt out of all of the merch that we have. We got another shirt too. It's got YouTube on it, and it's got Caribbean on it as well. So thank you guys for joining us. We're just getting started.
Yes.
We're just getting underway, and we're going to have some fun with some information to share with you. Probably question and answer sessions, and hey, it's all good in the hood.
So let's keep them up to date on what's happening in the Dominican Republic. So
Okay.
the curfew is extended
The
again.
Yeah, curfew has been extended again for another 25 days. And what that means is that they're trying to keep everybody safe. Okay, I believe it's from 5 to 5.
Saturday and Sunday, yes.
Saturday and Sundays is 5 to 5.
5 p.m. to 5
5 p.m. to 5 a.m. Okay, on Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
And during the weeks it's a different time.
Yeah, Monday through Friday, it's 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. But they've done something new. So this is a new thing that they're allowing. Certain restaurants are able to actually deliver until 10 p.m. So restaurants have food. So what they're doing to get around the whole not being able to sell liquor is that they are taking the restaurant part, having you order food, and then they can deliver liquor as well. And they're doing that till 10 p.m. Mo Reno is on. He said he just sent you an email about a sponsorship opportunity.
Oh, right. Okay, we'll definitely be checking that out.
We don't do sponsorships, but
We'll be
I'll
checking it out.
send you what we do. So
Right.
I'll send you the information on that.
Absolutely. We'll definitely check it out. So, yeah. So, anyway, we're back on live with you guys again to hear your questions and hopefully provide you with some answers. And hope you guys are not driving while you're doing this. Hope you guys are just relaxing and taking it easy in your living room, watching this on your big old 55, 65 TV.
And let's also hope that you guys hit your like button, please. Because we
Yes.
know we get a lot of people who watch and then they don't hit like. And that helps our channel. It helps support the channel because then we get more views. Then we'll get more commercials. So it's a free way to sponsor the channel.
And not just that, Tina, but also we still got, look, over 40% of people that are watching the videos but that have not subscribed to the channel.
Yeah, so hit subscribe.
We watch all of the analytics. We watch it all. We see what's going on. We see what's happening. Please, guys, it doesn't cost. It's free of charge to the.
So some of the other news that has come up while we're waiting for everybody to get logged in, because we had another one that we ended up not doing the live, so I think people are getting redirected and trying to find the new one. But in the meantime, between time, like you like to say, we had an 88% tourism decline here in the Dominican for July, because now obviously we're already well into August, so now they're calculating the numbers, and the numbers are coming up on the low end, 88% down from July of last year. So that's what a lot of the new presidency that's going to come in is happening. So right now, today's the last day for President Medina.
Right.
The next president takes over tomorrow. Our new president, Abedner, I have to learn how to say his name, Abedner. He's going to be taking over, and we'll see what new things he's going to put into place in the country. He has the power. I am not saying, so if you hear this wrong, it's on you, not me. I'm not saying that he's going to do this, but he does have the power to get rid of the curfew if he'd like. he has the power to close the country if he'd like.
Right.
So we'll see what he's going to do. We have no idea. I think he's going to lean on the side of tourism because he is tourism driven. I looked into his background, like I told you, and he's definitely been in tourism realm for many, many years, even though he has a degree in law and business law. So already he's appointed a new minister of tourism who used to be the mayor in Santo Domingo. That minister of tourism has already started looking into improvements and things that they want to do for the country to get that number from negative 88% to positive.
Right.
So they basically right now, I see you guys are checking in. I'll get to your comments in a second. They basically have gone to the U.S. to reach out to a lot of huge companies that did a lot of their vacationing and I guess executive retreats and things out here in the DR to get them in contact to sign contracts out here so that we can get some business through them. They've also partnered with some hoteliers in Spain to do some business with them. And they're also looking to build what they're calling the tourist highway. It's going to be in the north, and it's going to be so that when you arrive in the airport, you can get to Puerto Plata easier, quicker, more efficient, and the airport to Samana, to get from there to the hotels easier and quicker so that they can promote tourism that way.
Absolutely. And they want to bring that money in, so they're going to make it easier, more convenient for you to get in where you can fit in.
You already know.
And hit that road, hit the nice freeways, because they already put up a brand new, but there's already a brand new airport up north.
Yes.
That I didn't know. I thought it was only one up north.
There's like three actually.
Because
two are small, and then the one that everybody comes through is the POP. But yeah, all right, so let's get to some hellos before we get into our first session today of some things that I want to discuss. Heard you mention Social Security a few weeks ago. Wanted to take my SS at 63, but I'd lose 600. Only going to take my pension 2,000. Yeah, Leon. Well, if you're talking about here, you for sure could live on 2,000 here.
You at the right place.
Orlando's checking in from Jacksonville, Florida. So hi to Orlando.
Hello, Orlando.
And Ron's tribe said, share more of your past experiences from your past position. Very entertaining. That must be you. You're talking about his retirement expense.
My retirement respect. When I've been chased by them dogs. I got some more of that. So
Harry said hi. So hi, Harry. Thanks for the live presentation. We've got some. Baton Rouge, L.A.
Wow, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah. So they're living in San Cristobal. And then we have Wendell.
Nice.
Noah's here. So what we're going to start on, now that I see that Noah is definitely here. Oh, and greetings from Florida, Maria, future expat.
Nice.
Right, Maria.
See you when you get here, Maria.
And thank you. Oh, we already got our first donation. Thank you, Trege.
Thank you.
You're one of the
Much obliged.
He's an OG. He's always around. Greg said hola. And then Victor here from Puerto Rico, living in Tampa. Hola, boy. And then Theodore's from North Carolina. You know Theodore. So, just let's go over the positive cases, the deaths, and then we're going to get into something a little bit happier. So, the positive cases here in the DR have reached 84,488 as of this morning, and the deaths here countrywide have reached 1,409. So that's why I say I think even though the numbers are low, I think for an island, I still think that they're going to push with this presentation tomorrow for tourism. But one of the questions we get asked a lot, so we wanted to talk about that today, is how can I get there? So there meaning wherever they want to move, wherever they want to relocate. We know all you guys from the U.S. especially are looking to get out. So my question to everybody is, even though it's not DR, it may be anywhere, but I would assume the majority of you guys that follow us are following us because you're interested in the Dominican Republic. Maybe it's somewhere else in the Caribbean. Where? So let us know that. And I want us to start by saying, when I answer this question, I always say step one is to look at your financial health. With that being said, right now on our chat, we have Noah Shakespeare from Shakespeare's Credit Solutions. So Noah, if you can throw your contact information into the chat so that everybody can see it. What we always mention to everyone is do not wait until there's a problem to solve your credit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to start working on that from day one because your credit is your livelihood. That's everything. Even when you move out here, you still got to monitor your credit.
Yes. So credit health, your credit score, and keeping low debt. That's the things I always say. It's part of the Exodus plan. That's what I call that, the getting out of there and, being able to get to wherever you want to move to, whether it's retirement or whether it's working mobily, whatever it is, whatever your reasonings for wanting to leave, because I'll tell you right about now, I think everybody wants to get the hell out of there. So
everybody that you think you know about can't wait to get out of there.
So I was on the Shakespeare Credit Solutions website because I'm personally using them to up and clean up my credit score. And I saw on there a very interesting thing. He has facts of the day and things like that, little things. And he said, why should you wait to be credit healthy? Don't wait till you're in trouble. Be proactive and get the APR that you deserve. And I was like, he's 100% right. Why do we wait for things to get bad before we try to fix it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's something that everybody should be working on because when it comes to credit, nobody thinks about having good credit until you get the car lot and figure out your credit score is not high enough for you to get the car you want to drive off with. Same thing for a house or wherever you go to get your business handled. You want to make sure that you're in good shape before you get there.
Exactly. And even when you're here, credit never goes away. Your credit rating and things like that, you need it forever. So you gotta really keep up on that. And Noah, I don't see your contact information, so make sure you put it in there. And see, Victor's in the process of buying an apartment in Punta Cana. So Victor, when you went to do that, are you paying all cash or did you have to finance some of that? Because that would play right into what I'm saying about, to have good credit.
Absolutely. When you come out here and you're financing the people from the United States. You're financing people here in this country. So keep that in mind. Unless you bring in cash, and carry, which was great. Bring cash, put a good, payment down, and then you are good to go. But you never know when you're gonna need credit. That's why you make sure that it's in place. When you need it, it's there.
Yeah. And there's other little things that you got to watch out for. So like when we did that video about, okay, now I'm ready to, make that move. Now what? I put on there, I was like, make sure you're paying down debt. You're on top of that because you constantly, especially in this day and age that we're in right now, with people relying so heavily on credit because of the loss of their jobs and the decreasing job market.
Especially,
you really have to keep your eye on that credit. So you need to make sure you're getting the best rate. You're calling to get a lower rate, and if you've been a good customer, that you're doing everything you can because if you're paying out that money in interest, they'll take it. They don't care. They'll be happy.
I'm so glad before we transitioned out here, I paid off all my bills.
So Victor said he paid cash and the rest will be cash upon delivery. Okay, so you're paying. And so that's one of the things out here. Thank you, Moreno. The thing out here is they make you pay a separation, they call it, fee. So that's like your down payment and that for new builds. And then you pay as it's being built. So if it takes 4 quarters for that thing to be built, then you're only owed that money in 4 quarters, and they expect it to be deposited, and then that's how you pay for stuff. I love that here.
Absolutely.
Dennis sent you.
Dennis, hello, my friend.
You, Dennis.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you chiming in. You're still there with us.
Oh, you're still due for February 3rd, huh? So Noah said here that keep your credit utilization under 30%. Good to know if maybe somebody didn't know that. Keep your credit at 30% utilization to keep that score up high. See, little gems like that is why we reached out and got the help from Noah. Things like a wrong address, You would not believe when I had because he has a free consultation. When I did the free consultation and he told me all the little things that he could fix and just instantly get those points boosted up on my credit rating. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. And a lot of people, you know what? When you know better, you do better. Because I always was taught that if you just pay off your credit cards, no matter what, you got good, perfect credit because you ain't got no credit. Well, that's a lie. It's on the matrix part of thinking.
Oh, yeah.
If you pay off everything,
they keep you on the hamster wheel.
They keep you on the hamster wheel until you run yourself to death.
Yeah.
It's always good, even if you don't just keep $20 on it or $30 on it. I don't care if you got to pay $5 a month. Okay, keep that open because your credit people, Experian, and the rest of them look at all that every month based on your credit.
Yes. Thank you. Moving the family to the Dominican Republic. I like that name a lot. They're serious.
There you go. Bring the family.
That money.
There you go.
Come on, keep moving the whole family.
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
moving
about.
some, it's moving the whole family. Victor said, I do love that 1% property tax in DR over the 7.7 million tax exemption. Yes. Can't beat that. You got that right. They will tax you to death. And remember, I urge you guys, if you haven't seen the tax video that things like this, it's getting credit healthy, it's looking at your Social Security, it's looking at tax exemptions. Look at that stuff because all those little things that you're not thinking about now is going to hit you in the pockets later, and you're going to wish that you prepared beforehand. So make sure you go back, you watch those videos, do whatever you got to do. Noah, can you drop your contact information on the comments section?
So information is very important, and to me, I'm getting good information that can help me move to the next level. That's not just going to bless me, but it's going to bless those that are around me.
You got that.
And
right.
we going together. We ain't just going as one. We're going together because we're bringing other people along with us.
Yes. And another thing that I really liked, because I'm telling you, I watch his posts. He's on Instagram. His Instagram is Shakespeare Credit Solutions, and he had a little one on there the other day that I like too, that collection agencies pay pennies on the dollar for your debts, and then they collect the elevated interest on the amount you owed to the creditor. So it's little things like that, like things you never would think about. You're just like, oh my God, I owe this. Oh yeah, it's insane. It's a
big song and dance when you're dealing with those things from the U.S. of A.
So, hey. Yeah, and Victor said, glad we have military TRICARE and VA benefits. Love your VA videos.
Man, I'm going to keep doing it. If you need it, reach out to me. I'll give you the information that you need because the FMP program is for real.
Yes.
It's no joke. And you can get your VA stuff done overseas and not just
everywhere.
In the States.
And we were looking actually into Europe. And I was surprised to know that even in Europe, I know the foreign medical programs everywhere, but the way they do it in Europe is so cool. You find the doctor, you bring the paperwork to the doctor that you want to go to, and either the doctor submits it for you or you submit it on behalf of the doctor and then get the money back later from the foreign medical program. So, I mean, literally, it doesn't matter where you live, at least the VA will have your back on that. GC said, are the banks in the DR very trustworthy? Well, I mean, there are accredited banks, so you just make sure you're going to the accredited banks.
I would say they would. Let me tell you why. Because whenever we make a transition, and it looks like a weird transition, the bank, there's always somebody there from the bank that will call us to verify, is this you?
Let me tell you, I used this at the last live. I ordered a pizza on Domino's for like $10-12, right? They called me to make sure that I did the $10-12 transaction. So is it reliable? Sometimes if I don't answer the phone in time, they'll cancel the doggone transaction. I had that happen to me one time on Uber Eats.
Right.
They were like, oh, we tried calling, and I'm like, dang, they ain't playing. They ain't giving none of my money away. I love them for it. Watch my money.
So you're covered. Just relax. You are covered.
Yeah.
You got to trust somebody. You ain't going to take your money and keep it in your house the whole time or put it in a safe in your house. You got to have your money in a secure place. Because that's how you build your credit up, even in this country.
So Amos, hey Amos. So Uncomplacent Living said, how do you feel about rent versus bank? I've said this a million times. We're just not buyers. We're not in the buying field at this point in our life. We don't know where we'll end up or land. So we prefer to rent. That might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I do suggest renting first until you know exactly where you want to live and you know what you want to buy. You've looked into the builders, because I'll tell you this is a gorgeous place that we live in, and I still don't like the construction all that great. Like
Right.
they've literally had issues, and they had to come in and redo pipes and fix little things. And I was like, man, if I pay, this place is $275.
275.
$275,000. I was like, if I was one of these guys that paid $275, I'd be pissed.
Well, so basically, what she's saying is that the construction in some of it is shabby a lot of times, and you just gotta pick. You gotta
need to eat
pick
that.
and choose your own battles when it comes to construction.
Yeah. So Pixel Gamer said, invited to the presidential inauguration tomorrow. No, I must have got lost in the mail. I think they meant to invite us and it didn't get here.
Didn't get here.
No, Mo, no cigar today. No. Not outside. So, wrapping that all up, like I said, definitely look into credit healthiness, because like I said, the question is, how can I get there? How do you move? How do you relocate? What do you do? What's that first step? And that first step is credit health, financial health. Thank you, GC. Getting yourself together. Then once you're stable, you know what income you're working with, what's going to be your monthly, I want to say stipend, term, but
Right.
once you know what that is, then you know what you're working with. Then you can start looking at apartments. You can start looking for places to live. You can start looking into our next subject, which is insurance. You can
Right.
start planning for those things because you are financially ready, you're credit healthy, you're ready to move on. I would say just last time, Will Ortiz said, guys, love living here in Santiago. Oh, you love it, Will? What part of Santiago are you living in? Reach out.
Yeah.
But get it together, and that this, which I think it's in the comments, I believe it's in the comments, Noah Shakespeare, sign up for a free consultation. It's
Yep.
Shakespeare Solutions. I will have the information under the video. It's always under all of our videos, so you can see it on there. Or you can go to his Instagram, which will also point you to his website. So, with that, thank you, Noah. Moving on with that.
So what's next? What we got?
The next question was from Harry. So, Harry,
Okay.
you reached out, you asked us a question. Today, you get your answer.
There you go.
He said, I have seen increased interest in either buying a condo or purchasing land and building houses in the DR. But what he has not seen or read about, or anybody has covered in a YouTube video, including us, is the availability of homeowners or renters insurance. So if he decides to purchase or rent a condo, for example, how could he get insured here? So we have talked about before our insurance broker.
Right.
So we do have an insurance broker out here that we personally have used, and that we can also offer her name and address. And so I wanted to ask her, I wanted to make sure that it was all good before I gave out all her personal information. So it's Ramona Aristi. She is located here in the Dominican Republic. She can literally meet you no matter what part of the DR, because when we came to get insurance from her, we were here in Santiago, but she was in Santo Domingo, and she
Right.
drove down to meet us for that day to go over. We were doing health insurance. So she had 3 different quotes, all different kinds of plans. She narrowed it down to these 3 companies for me so that when I got here, we can make our final decision.
Right.
She always responded through WhatsApp, so the way to contact her is definitely through WhatsApp. She also has another with her that speaks great English. I talked to him the other day, Carlos, and I'm going to have both of their contact information underneath the video. But if anybody needs it now, just let me know in the comments and I'll definitely give it to you now. But like I said, you can do renter's insurance out here just like you can do in the States. You're just renting, you're just insuring your goods, because obviously the house is going to be insured by the owner.
Right.
So you're just insuring your goods that are in the house or the apartment that you're renting. But there is also homeowners insurance. So I was asking him questions to get a gauge, because we obviously don't own a home, so
Right.
we didn't get homeowners insurance out here. And he was telling me, so if you had a $188,500 house, which that's U.S., he said it would be in DOP for the year $754. Well, in the States, I also put that question out to an insurance company to see how much it would be to insure that same amount house, and it was over $1,000.
Wow.
So it was over $300 savings per year on insurance costs. So insurance isn't that much. It is not that much. So I mean, if you're getting a house, get homeowners insurance.
Yeah, because you never know what you're gonna need when you're gonna need it.
Now, Gladys, does your credit score carry over from the U.S.? Well, it's only used in the U.S., so
Right.
you would use it, but you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't do anything through any banks through here with your credit score.
Absolutely.
Your credit starts fresh if you're getting credit here in the
Right,
DR.
right.
But if you're utilizing banks to get the money to pay something over here, then yes, you would keep your credit. I mean, we keep our credit score up.
We sure do.
Yeah.
Very important. That's very important to know, because some people just, when they move out the country, move over here, they just forget all about the credit.
Yeah.
And you can't do that.
You can't, because it'll go down. Victor said property insurance in the DR is very reasonable. Yeah, because the quotes I got were really great. I got a quote for our new apartment. It was $50 per month. We're getting jacked here in the good old USA.
Welcome to the Matrix.
That ain't surprising.
Welcome to the
Because
Matrix.
it's the same thing, because so she does, talking about Ramona and Carlos, they do health, they do auto, they do life, and they do home and renter's insurance. So I'm telling you, man, like when they send you the prices, I literally had to, I sent her back and was like, is this a mistake?
Is this for real?
Because I was
Am I
like, it can't be
dreaming?
this cheap, especially the auto insurance. I was floored. I was like, it cannot be this cheap. She's like, yeah, that's the price. I was shocked.
You'd be surprised what you can save when you move out of the U.S. of A. Be surprised.
Oh, Will's the one that lives by Plaza Yama. Okay, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Captain G said, is it strange to carry around cash for majority of your purchases rather than using a debit credit card? Well, I don't know, because most of the places we go, we can use our card.
Right, absolutely. I would, and if you decide to
But
carry
we do
cash,
have a lot more cash, honest, than
right.
normally.
But if you do decide to carry cash, carry it. Two good pointers. Don't carry a large sum. Just carry enough that you know what you're gonna need. Number one, and number two, don't be flashy with it.
Yes.
Don't let people think that you're the president or you're somebody really, really huge, like you got that Kanye West money. Okay, because once that happens, you're a target, and you're putting the target on your back.
Yeah, and I mean, it gets some getting used to, because like if we want to eat at certain restaurants, or have food delivered, I should be clear, because COVID, you have to have cash to pay them. So it's kind of weird, because I'm normally I don't take cash out of the ATM in the U.S. So being here, and somebody asked how long we've been here. We're going on 2 years here.
Yep.
Being here now, we're kind of used to gauging like how much we're going to need for the water guy, because he has to be paid in cash. How much we have for like tips for the people around the building that help us out, because we give them cash. And yeah, it's weird, but I mean, you'll get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, it's making me lazy in retirement, because I ain't got to worry about lugging them 5-gallon big bottles of water now. I don't have to lug it at all, because they just deliver it to the front door. We get it, we bring it in, bang, we're in good shape.
Yeah. So we do have those contact information for the insurance brokers, just FYI, in case anyone needs them, because like I said, what's his name? Harry did ask about it. So Harry, if you're on here, I will have the contact information for Ramona and Carlos, so that you can speak to them through WhatsApp. And that is the way you'll contact them. It's through WhatsApp, 100% through WhatsApp.
And so if you don't have that app, you better get it now, because it's going to be your best friend.
Yeah,
When you come out here, you're in a different country, That WhatsApp
Yeah.
would save you a lot of bucks. Believe
Now,
me.
so the other question he had was that he's seeking 1 year lease in a furnished or partially furnished apartment without a cosigner. His budget range would be between 800 and 1100 US. So you do realize that we have, so you need to watch the video on this apartment tour because this is a 3-bedroom with maid's corners, all masters, all with ensuite bathrooms, and it's 2,000 square feet, and we pay 900 and some. So $800 is on the high end. If you're only looking for 1 bedroom, you're gonna be like lower. Like I would think 800 is a nice apartment.
It is a nice
furnished
apartment.
apartment.
But I tell you what you should start, because I talked to a friend of mine that's a veteran. He's living here right now. He's got a fully furnished 1 or 2 bedroom apartment here in Santiago. He's paying $400 some dollars a month. That's all he's paying. So don't tell yourself what you can't do. Just get yourself a budget and you work with it. And it's all about negotiations here.
Yeah.
Okay? Work deal. You can get what you need to get done. You ain't in the United States no more. You're in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. So you definitely are, if you're going to get a huge apartment for $900. So if you don't want a huge apartment, like you'll spend way less. So save the money. Instead of $1,100, I was like, man, he's gonna get a laid crib. Like that's a huge.
Shoot.
You spend $1,100, you got practically like a 5-bedroom house with a pool and a this and a that.
Everything.
But back to the question, because now we've done that. You always want to make sure that you do it in pesos. B, cosigner. You're going to need one, because let's be real. You don't know them, they don't know you.
Right.
And unfortunately, a lot of expats have come out here and done the honeymoon phase, meaning they come out here, they fall in love, and they say, I'm going to rent this place, and I want to rent it for a year. And they know nothing about the area, and they don't even know if they're going to make it. So they get out here, they rent the place, they go 2 months, they hate it. The 3rd month, they're packing up, and then they stiff the poor guy that owned the place.
Right. So now that's giving all of us a bad name, us expats coming out to this country to live. Same thing happened when we had our last farm we had out here. That happened to our landlord. Okay, the guy's business called him, cut him short. He stayed out for a few months. His business said, okay, we need you to come out to the United States, and we're gonna pay your rent up to this point, and that was it. So the landlord looking saying, wow, where's the rest of my money? You promised me you're going to take a 6-month lease or a year lease, okay? And then they get stiff. So you just got to handle your business, and you just got to get the big picture when you come out here. Get the big picture. Yeah. And have also somebody good that's representing you, because they're going to be your best friend when you get here with them.
So my suggestion is that if you don't have a Dominican cosigner, 9 times out of 10, if you're paying a real estate agent, because real estate agents get paid the amount of. So if you rent, we're going to direct this to who asked the question. If you, Harry, rented the place for, let's say, $800, you owe the real estate agent $800. So in turn, she could be your cosigner.
Right.
That's how I would do it. I would, say, hey, I need a cosigner, don't have anybody.
Right.
Can you be the cosigner? And he also said, would I have to put up 6 months of rent in advance? Heck no. And I preface that with a hell to the nah. You should never do that. What you're going to do is it's no different than the States. You're going to pay your first months, your 6 months, and you're going to pay a deposit. That's it to the real estate agent. That's it. That's all you're going to pay. You're not going to be paying this, that, and the other so that they have 6 months stacked up on you. Mm-hmm. They do not take, you said post-dated checks. Boo-boo, they don't take checks. They want the money directly put into their account, which is why I say get a pesos account, pay in pesos, and it's better for your money anyway to do that.
There you go.
There's that questions. All right, let's get caught up because we are way behind on everyone else. Someone asked about gyms. You do realize right now all the gyms are closed. So asking about gym membership, I don't know. I have a gym in my building, so I don't know. I don't know how much. I do know. Oh, wait. What's the name of that gym that just opened by that new pharmacy? That's right on the corner, the pharmacy by the that place and stuff. And the
I'm not really
pizza
sure
place.
because it's in Spanish.
That place, I forget the name of it. It's like a little mini gym. I know that place had a special and it was like $20 a month to use the gym.
But some of those fitness centers in this country have opened up in the second phase. Now, the third phase is
Yeah,
something
but they
totally
closed them
different.
back up again when it got bad.
Oh, did they?
When it's a state of emergency, they closed them again.
All right, then. All right.
So Victor said no Uber in Punta Cana. No, there is Uber in Punta Cana.
Yeah, we just found out that there's Uber in Punta Cana.
It just started like a few weeks ago. There is Uber in Punta Cana.
Thank God.
So yeah, and in the North Coast and here and in Santo Domingo. Let's see. Oh, somebody's answering somebody. Okay, we can keep talking.
So when you come out here with Uber, don't forget, okay, you got to have some Dominican pesos in your pocket to pay for your Uber driver. You can't use a stateside Chase card or Bank of America card or whatever it may be.
Yeah, pay cash.
Because it's going to take forever for them to get their money. You come into another country. So if you pay cash, they'll come right to you. If not, you'll be waiting there for a year until somebody come pick you up.
Get a pesos account and pay with that pesos account through your Uber. All right, so Sean asked, hey guys, I'm arriving in 2 weeks. Do you think if I bring my COVID results, that would smooth over issues at the airport? Yes. And plus, we keep hearing that it's like sporadic how they're testing. It's like there's
Everything is experimenting right now.
they really are. They're experimenting on you guys.
Yeah, guinea pigs. So welcome to the club.
Gilbert said, I'm currently here in Santiago, leaving tomorrow, but I'll be back in September. Love to meet you guys someday. Well, I'm hoping to hopefully travel soon. So
Absolutely.
all you guys are traveling. I want to travel, doggone it.
Hello.
James said, are you guys from the USA or Canada? From the USA. We were living in Las Vegas, Nevada. Me over 16 years, him over 20. How many years in Nevada?
Almost 30 years
There you
I
go.
lived in Vegas. Out of the military, went to Vegas, couldn't leave, fell in love with it, loved the climate.
And then he retired and we moved out here. So that's our story. Y'all planning on Airbnb somewhere in DR like Jaracoba? I mean, when I say vacation, I want to be out of DR.
Right. We're going to be on a different island when you say vacation because we already live here, so we know what it's all about. We're in another
Dirt
country.
Digga, is it easy to transfer money from your US account to your DR account? You have not watched my video called Game Changer, have you? Because that is about the PayPal company Zoom, XOOM. Watch that video because it tells you the cheapest, easiest way to get the money within 1 to 2 business days from your US account into your DR account. Watch that video. Game changer.
Without getting robbed
How
by
to pay bills.
without getting robbed by your bank. Now a lot of and I gotta stop to say this right quick. A lot of you guys, we got a bunch of videos that cover everything you guys are asking. Okay, but you got to get those videos and everything you need to know is on those videos. You got to make a clipboard. You got to get your piece of paper or put them in your phone because you're gonna need those before you continue to move forward because you might forget something. Or once you get here and get on the ground and you figure out, okay, what do I need to do? How much should I be paying for my Uber from the airport? I mean, where's my Airbnb at? All these things, you're going to need to know that when you get here. So it's your life now. It's your livelihood once you get on the ground, whether it's vacation or whether you come here to live.
So here's a question for you. Gladys Rose said, I have limited use of Spanish like air. She wants to know, do you feel comfortable in public? You must mean without me. Because with
Right.
me, and no tiene problema. Because I speak.
Listen,
so,
listen.
But without me, how do you feel?
Listen, I'm glad you asked that question because you know what? These people are just like me. They just speak a different language, different dialect. I got an app on my phone, but for the most part, I've been really blessed because a lot of people that I deal with here speaks English.
Yeah.
And I can talk to them, they can talk to me, and I can speak enough to get my business handled. I go out, I go to Venmo, pick up my packages, I go to the food store, pick up my groceries, and I be talking to some of the people and they want to speak English. I'm trying to speak a little, practice my Spanish, and they want to speak English. Because, you know, they see, I go there all the time. So You know, all depends on what part of the country you at. If you're in a big city like this, there's going to be more people that actually speaks English. I mean, yeah, speak English than they do when you go out into the bio somewhere and everybody speaks Spanish. Everybody.
Yeah, because a lot of people think it's amazing to live like over there in the corners and boughs of the mountains or the beaches, but then you get people who do not speak a great deal of English over there, so they deal with that. So,
Or get an interpreter.
but yeah.
Absolutely.
So Mo says, how has moving to the DR impacted your marriage positively or negatively? Well, we just did that video again. We just did a video on what we remember. I said one of the questions that people ask expats or ask us a lot. And so remember, I asked you those 5 questions, and one of them was, what has moving out here done to you, like basically in our relationship? And I said it's definitely brought us stronger, and know that we can get through literally anything together because we've had to work together. Because if he's out running an errand and I'm taking care of something else, and he can't take care of that, then I have to stop what I'm doing. So we've learned that we have to work well as a team together. And we're together all the time now because now he's not at work. He's with me 24/7.
So teamwork make the dream work.
Yes.
Because I'm glad you asked that question, because I had a buddy of mine from work, and he reached out to me. He said, man, they called me weatherman at my old job. They said, weatherman, if I was you, I would not be in that country. I'm gonna say there's too many beautiful women, and I couldn't bring my wife. Of course, there's beautiful women here, but I'm gonna tell you something. When you relationship to marriage, that changes everything. Okay, so you just gotta know what perspective that you're walking in. Okay, and I don't care how many females I see. There's only one female in my front view, and that's her. And the rest of them, they're gonna help me get my groceries, help me to bag my groceries or health insurance or whatever I may need. And that's it. And that's how I look at it. The single that's coming here, and you got to do what you're going to do for your own life. You got to do what you got to do for whatever you think you need to do.
Yeah. So Victor says, do you recommend opening a bank account there in pesos or dollars? We have both.
Yeah, we got both.
But I'll tell you, the first one I opened was the pesos account. That was our first.
Because everything we deal with here is in pesos.
Yeah.
And by the way, the pesos, the DOP right now is still 58. It's 58.63. I looked at it today.
Yeah, $58.63. Yep.
Right. Absolutely. So it's around right there. So know that when you get here too. You're going to know, what the exchange rate is what the currency is when you get on the ground running.
So someone asked about our place was unfurnished. We bought everything here.
Right.
So someone was asking about so another question that we had gotten, so we might as well move on into that next question, is how can we shop through Amazon and receive things here? I guess they're here and they don't know how to shop or how to get Amazon to work. Well, step 1, you've got to have a VPN. You've got to have a VPN so that it shows an IP address from the USA to be able to shop on most things. You get a lot of blockage here, and the VPN will also help if you have like Hulu, Netflix, or any type of streaming that you're trying to see from the United States. You need that VPN to do that. So my first suggestion, you got to get a VPN first and foremost. All right. Number 2, when you go over to Amazon, now you need a U.S. address to make sure that you get free shipping, right? Amazon Prime.
Right.
Hello, that's key. So what you have to do is get a place like Vim. So I'll pull that up real quick. Vim and Pack is his best friend.
I love Vim and Pack.
Vim and Pack is there's a bad glare. It's a website. It's a terrible glare, but we did a whole video actually on Vim and Pack.
Sure did. So if you find
That's
that video,
the little blue and red Vim and Pack. So if you guys see the name, but Vim and Pack does everything. It will bring over everything from our Florida address. So what we do is we have a Dominican box here.
Right.
We pick the Vim and Pack closest to the house so that he can walk and get it and come back. There's pack locations. They're all over in every other city and out here in the DR. And we just sign up. So you go onto that Vim and Pack website, you sign up for it, you get your box number, we'll give you an address. That's the address you use. So now you're buying on Amazon, you've got this Florida address, everything's being sent to it for free. And now it's sent from Vim and Pack to you in the Dominican Republic. It's typically, sometimes I get it really quick and I'm like, I can't even believe that it's already here. It's like within 3 or 4 days of it arriving, because they send you an email telling you that it's arrived in Florida, because they need you to send them the receipt of purchase so that they can see tax paid on whatever you bought or whatever. But it usually gets here like within 3-4 maybe a week. The longest it has taken we've had stuff that has taken 3 or 4 weeks to get here, so it varies. But comes here, they'll tell you it's here, they'll send an email, and it will tell you the weight of the package. Now then you go to their website and they have a calculator and you put in the weight and it tells you approximately how much it's going to cost, because they'll tell you what the weight's going to cost. So for example, because I went on there because I wanted to give you guys a couple examples. A pound costs $5 US, and 5 pounds was like $25 US. And I don't know about you, but 5 pounds is a lot of shit from Amazon.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. But there's one thing that I would caution though, because they were like, oh, I want to get electronics or whatever. I will tell you this. Due diligence, just like I did here. Like when we wanted the swamp cooler for the living room. I looked here. We went to 2 different stores and we saw prices and we saw the quality. We didn't like it. I went online. I found one on Amazon. I got a great deal on the one on Amazon. And when I even looked, because you can see weight before it's shipped on Amazon, I knew how much approximately that it would be, around about. And I said to you, I go, even when we pay shipping and the taxes, it'll still be cheaper than buying here.
Right. Absolutely.
So we ordered it and we got it.
Yeah, we got it.
So it just depends. Like you said to them in videos, if you can bring electronics,
bring what you can bring, because it's going to save you a whole lot of money, because whenever you order stuff and it's got to be shipped in, it's going to cost you. Just like Price Mart, just like certain brands you buy, okay? Even when you're food shopping, it just works all the way around. So just get your stuff. I don't care if you got to pack in your suitcase. Some of the small stuff. You can't bring TV, but you can bring your small stuff, Bluetooth speaker, little small stuff. Bring it with you when you come, and you should be set until you can figure out another way how to get your other stuff here to you. Or you can come here and go to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Take the ferry.
Because we did do that.
Get your TV, whatever you got to get your couple of them if you want to. And just pay for it to be brought back on a boat. You bring it on a boat, you got your TVs.
And you get great deals because they have like what's your favorite Marshalls and all that. They have like
they got Marshalls. Let me see, what's that? Marshalls and TJ Maxx and a lot of good stores there. Good bargains. Great bargains there. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's a good idea too. Yeah, Best Buy. Yeah, there you go, Victor. Thank you. You got me. But yeah, and so things like I wanted an indoor grill / air fryer, right? So then when we wanted that, we went to Price Mart. I didn't even like the brand that they had, and they wanted a ton of money for it. I found it in Bed Bath & Beyond on sale. Bought that sucker, had it shipped to the Doral, Florida, had it sent here, and I saved a ton of money. So, I mean, it just depends on what you're looking at.
Now, see, some of the stuff we're telling you, especially about the VPN, and basically our VPN is not out of Florida, because, see, Uncle Sam is always trying to find a way to put a stop to your party from you living a normal life. That's what this whole thing's all about. That's why I preach the way I preach on my videos, whether it's retirement perspective, whether it's cost of living, because he always will try a way to keep you in the country, keep you from ordering, and there's whole 9 yards. So you got to just find a way to beat the system, because they sure beating it. They sure getting around the system.
So they wanted to know how long is the ferry. So the ferry is overnight, because the ferry boards at what? in the afternoon, but it leaves at 6:30.
It leaves at 6:30, 6:45.
Yeah.
12 hours.
Yeah, because it lands at like 6, 7 in the morning.
And it gets there the next morning, and they got beds there. You can get a room there on the ferry.
We always do.
It looks like a ship, but it's a ferry. And some people would just rather just go cheap and sit in those chairs. You know, some of the chairs, you know, I'd rather have a room.
Yeah.
We
always get a room because we get beds and they have the bathroom and
take a shower. You know, freshen yourself up.
Yep.
You know, I ain't traveling like I ain't retired for that. I want to be nice, feeling good. Take me a nap. They got TVs in there in your room and everything, so you're good.
So I see people talking back and forth about residency and citizenship. You do not have to denounce your U.S. citizenship. You can have dual. You can have, there's all kinds of visas out here. You can get there's a retirement one. So you can get residency here too as well.
You don't want to do that. You don't want.
I just didn't want to go through the hassle. It's a hell of a hassle.
Don't do it.
And I'll tell you this. This is how I will debunk all that. Go back to our video about you won't talk to me about visa because you are not about to pay all these lawyers and all this money to get all that shit they want you to get when you see that you can pay X amount for overstay fee. You can
right,
now,
and they won't come nowhere near $6,000, which some of them are asking you for. So I mean, it's just a big ball and chain. So you just got to know the game. Keep more money. It's all about keeping more money in your pocket so you can live better here.
Because you can get a cedula
right
through retirement. You just have to prove that you make over, what is it, $1,250, $15? What was the amount?
I think it was close to
$1,500. I think it is for a couple.
Yeah.
I mean, don't even quote me because I stopped looking at it so long ago. But like I always tell you guys, look online. Everything is online. You go to the Dominican Republic Embassy site. You'll find everything that you need. So, yeah. Oh, $1,500.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dennis.
I thought I was all right. $1,500 is about right.
I'm looking at another country quietly, so. Sorry. But
absolutely.
Alfredo said, would you say it's double the quality of life at half the price of the U.S.? 100%.
100%.
Actually, I'd say triple, but yeah.
100% and uncut. And you know what?
100%.
And you know what? This ain't the only country that's like that. We going like this. We ain't gonna tell you everything, but we're just letting you know that Dominican Republic was our first stop, and is the best kept secret on the market. And the matrix, everybody that's in that system don't want you to know because they want you to keep your money on their shores and not enjoy your life somewhere else.
Yes, but always look around and never say I can't. I will never say I can't, and I'll never say I won't, because you know what? I like the DR, but it might not be the last stop on this party train.
And check this out, y'all. We ain't going to no country that we're going to disappear. They'll never find us again. We ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. Some places are unsafe. It's on the map. So other people can do it. That's their business. We ain't going there.
But, you know, another person may love South America. Another person may love, like we have Yoli's going to Panama. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. We have people going to the Philippines. There's people all going everywhere.
Just make sure wherever you go that you're safe. You ain't out in the boonies. You ain't out where nobody can find you. Okay, because some people just come out here for that. They rather just be up on the mountain with just the trees blowing and all that kind of stuff. Just be careful, because when you're out there by yourself, things could possibly happen.
Right.
Okay? Always think security, because like I said, you're in a foreign country. You ain't in the United States. Yeah. You're in a foreign country.
So I'll tell you this. Andrea, I want to live in Puerto Rico. Me too.
Puerto Rico's so beautiful. It's my second home. I love Puerto Rico.
But, all right. So just to wrap this all up about the Amazon. So, yes, Amazon, yes, you can do it. Mm-hmm. Get a VPN. Yes, you can shop. Look at because there's other places, but we use Vim Impact to get that American address so that you can get things sent. And the greatest thing about that is when you go to pay in Vim Impact, which you have to have cash on you to get your packages, you're paying in pesos. So you're not paying as much because, you know, you're paying in the pesos. Pesos is not as much as the dollars. So I mean, it's not bad. Like, seriously, for $5, for £5, it's not that bad. 1 pound for $5, I'll do it all day long. I love Amazon. Sorry, I'm an Amazon junkie.
Hey,
You know this
I can
about
tell
me.
you guys this way. I haven't seen American money in almost over a year now. I haven't seen no American money at all because we don't deal with it. We deal with Dominican pesos because we're here in the Dominican Republic and the currency is different.
Yeah. So, all right. Alfredo said, before we move on to the next subject, have you guys explored the country with all its different microclimates, the south, cool mountains, da 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 da? Not really. He's a beach person, so literally, if it's got a beach, he drags me to it. So we've been up to the North Coast. We've been to Punta Cana. We've been to La Romana. We've been to Santiago, obviously, a lot because that's where we live. We've been to Santo Domingo, I should say. We've been to Santo Domingo. Other than that, no, because then COVID hit and we couldn't do nothing. So, yeah, no, nothing yet. And the accountant said, according to the news, Santiago's hit hard with COVID. Do you feel safe there now? I've always felt safe here.
Yeah, me too.
Because the mayor here took a really strict stance on sanitization. I don't live in the poor section. I feel very badly because they have a lack of water and of resources. So they were hit very hard. So you see those hard hit numbers. It's no different than in the U.S. when you have people who have to serve the public and have to do those jobs and have to be at them whether they're sick or not, and have a lack of availability of buying cleaning supplies and things like that, you get those numbers. But we'll never be as high as Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo is crushing the island. Like they are, it's just ridiculous.
It's a firestorm there.
They're literally saying 1 out of every 4 people in Santo Domingo have COVID.
Right.
It's bad.
A lot of people recover, and a lot of people don't die. So it's not the end of the world. It all depends on how you take care of yourself, social distancing, wearing your mask, whole 9 yards.
And Harry, I agree with you 100% because VPN is for security and safety. So yeah, I love my VPN.
I love my VPN too.
He said that everybody should have it, even in the U.S. I 100% agree with that.
But a lot of people don't know about that. It's the best kept secret because it not only does one thing, but it does several things. And you'll see when you get here, or you can just reach out in the comments column and ask us what else does it do, and we'll give you the answer to that.
Yes, and Sean, you are speaking right. Like I said, watch that tax video. They're talking about tax. Watch that tax video.
That tax video. When it comes, listen, guys. When these
I'll play
videos,
when it comes to money,
we don't play.
Money.
Don't play with my money. When it comes to my money and my retirement, all that kind of stuff, I just keep a sharp ear open and my eyes bleed because if Uncle Sugar can find a way to take you out and rip you off and rob you, you know he's going to do it because you can tell by the taxes that you pay. You can tell by the cost of living and the health insurance.
Yeah.
So you got to protect yourself and get every safety net and all the information that you can get to have a better life for you, your family, and yourself.
So the next question we got, I'm just answering a question real quick on the chat. All right, so I answered a question. All right, so the last question was, what do we think about the North Coast being deemed prejudiced against black tourists, and have we personally experienced racism either in the North Coast or here in Santiago?
Wow.
So you talk about that because you're
okay. Well, I'll talk about that because
I can pass. Although they call him Dominican more than me.
They call me Dominican more than they call her. And I don't know who knows. Someone might call me Haitian. But anyway, it's how you carry yourself. It's how you talk. I feel like I've gotten more respect and more love in this country than I've ever gotten in the U.S. of A.
Yes.
I must say that, okay? Because the customs are different. Everybody, they love on one another. Okay, you got the good with the bad, but for the most part, if you be respectful, they're gonna be respectful to you. I'm treated like a man. I'm not discriminated against. I don't have no problem when I go food shopping or go to Venmo Pack or go to the bank. They treat me the same. They glad to see me. I'm in there handling my business. They know what I'm coming for. They shake my hand, whether it's security that's standing there holding a 12 gauge, they shake my hand. And I feel like I'm welcomed here in this country. Actually, I feel more welcome here than I was when I was in the Matrix. And I must tell you that from the bottom of my heart, and I'm not lying to you.
So I posed this to you when we reached out to the person and said, why would you think that or whatever? And they said they saw somebody in the North do a video about the discrimination. So here's my thing. I use the example of two bars side by side. Let's say you have two establishments, restaurants, bars, whatever. And you have one that's appealing to all of like the minorities, right? So all the Black and Latinos are hanging out. They're playing, a certain kind of music, so they go there. And they have a bar tab. At the end of the night, the two bar owners look at each other. This guy is maybe attracting all the European crowd because he's playing kind of white music to be, So you hear the two owners talk at the end of the night. Well, the one bar where some of the minorities were at that are penny pinching, which I say, if you don't have the money to go on vacation, don't go on vacation, okay?
Stay home.
Because everybody is making a living. Like, those people are not existing for free for you to come and party. You need money. If you can't come to play, don't come to play. So this guy is like, oh, we ended the night with $1,000. And the other guy goes, oh, well, we ended the night with $4,000. So if you're not patroning the restaurant and the restaurant shuts down, you can't blame the restaurant for shutting the hell down. You didn't patron the restaurant and the bar, so it shut down. If you sat sipping $1 drink all night, you weren't really patroning the restaurant. So how you expect it to survive? That was my thing. So I was like, you can't blame stuff like that on the restaurant. You can pull the card all you want, but that's not what's really happening. Because here, yes, there is a colorism issue, but it's mostly between Dominicans and Haitians.
Right.
So is there that? Yeah. But when you open your mouth, you're speaking English, and that is not their issue with you. Right. Their issue with you is because sometimes Americans can be a little rude, they can be a little tight, and they can be a little not right. So they look at you because of their experience with other tourists. So that's why I say when you come here, be good to people like you would like to be treated. Tip.
Right.
Right?
Be polite.
Respectful.
Be respectful.
Know the customs so that you don't do anything out of the ordinary, correct? This guy had a bad habit, I'll put it out there, in the U.S. of spitting all the time. He got here, you spit and people stared at you, and I said, you need to cut that out.
Yeah,
because it's rude here.
At least it's saliva, Saliva.
Yeah, it's rude, and they look at you, and they don't want to see that on their streets. They're sweeping their streets or cleaning in front of the store. You're walking, you're spitting. They're looking at you like rude American. So I can only say I've not seen anybody be racist to you.
And
I've seen people be very nice to you.
And I've been out a lot of times by myself. Now, also, let me verify what she just said. I went to Price Mart one time without her, and I got a few things. And somebody recognized me as a YouTuber. And they was just pointing to me, that guy right there. And I'm just doing my regular food shop. I was like, what are they pointing at me for? And sometimes I forget that I'm a YouTuber. So people are watching me from all different nationalities all over the world. So they seen me. I went over to them, shook hands with them. They want to take a picture with me, take a picture with them, shake your hands, congratulate me, or whatever. Okay? It's how you treat them, because this is their country. You have good manners, good morals. You respect them. They respect you, because that's what it's all about. If you come here and act like you own everything, you're going to have problems.
Yeah. And so Mr. Real said, how much do you tip above the money that they are into your bill already, which is supposed to be a tip? No, your tip's not in there unless you're at a high-end restaurant where the tip is included, and you need to be at a high-end restaurant for that. What you're looking is at the two taxes. So we did say that in other videos too. The two amounts you're seeing are not the tip. They are the state and then the government tax. That's what you're paying. Those are taxes. Those are not tips. Unless it says on there that it's the tip when you're in a tourist section and you're in a high-end restaurant, because we did go to a restaurant in Santo Domingo that was high-end and the tip was on the check. So you got to read it. You need to go on there and look. I say it goes by service. So when I know that 58 pesos is $1 and I'm only leaving you 58 pesos, then you gave me some shit service because I only left you $1. Like, that would be ridiculous. So I would say you do the same thing as you do in the States, 10, 12%, right? look at your bill, pay it, there you go. So, I mean,
You
like
know
I
what?
said, if you can't pay to be on vacation, don't be on vacation.
And I like to just do common courtesy, okay? Because tourism does bring a lot of dollars to this country. And you know what? I look at it this way: if I had a business and I was serving burgers and fries, I want somebody to come on my establishment and I want them to tip me because I'm going to give them good service.
Right.
And it should work the same way here because you got to remember now you're a tourist. But it's different when you come here and you live because people going to remember you.
Yeah.
Even my Uber driver, okay? I had to up my ante far as what I'm going to give my Uber drivers when they pick me up, okay? Because they got a nice, polite spirit. Some of them speak English. And you know what? You just get what you pay for. You treat them good, and you get good coming back to you. And they will remember. They will remember.
Yep. And I mean, okay, so moving to the family to the Dominican, he said, they said in San Cristobal that they hear people whispering and telling others that they're American. I don't like it, but that's all I see at the barbershop. Yeah. I mean, like our nail place, the lady knows, she knows that we're, from the U.S., but we tip them well because, you know what, sometimes they get some, and hey, it ain't all tourists. They get some rude ass Dominicans that get in there and don't give them no money. I have been at the high end salons like Bea, where it's these women are walking in with their Louis Vuittons and they're pulling up in their Lexuses and all this, and then the girl does their nails and they give her 100 pesos tip. That's it.
And they complained about that.
Right. And that girl is like,
are you kidding me?
Slaving and working on her nails and her feet and everything. And then they throw a little 100 pesos and then they go about their business. And I'm like, look, girl, if you couldn't afford the tip, you shouldn't have been up in here. Because I can't even believe that.
The prices you pay here. I done sat in these salons here. I done got my nails done. I got a manicure, pedicure, and they don't play around. When they do it, they put their heart into it. Yeah. They put everything. You want to bless them. Come on now. Because you know what?
Especially in this time.
Especially in this time now. Everything's hard. You know what? And you get half the service in the States, and
you got that right.
You give them the whole bank.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
My nail lady was getting a $20 tip for just doing my fill-ins every damn time I went to her, and she didn't even work that hard. So, I'm just saying, it is what it is. I'm just saying. Mr. Real said, I see the same thing down there, and I have an apartment in Santiago as well, but I've been listening to you guys, and sometimes you have to get a perspective from somebody else as well. I like the fact that you guys are a real couple and hearing a real perspective. Yeah, and hey, like we said, there's everybody that has one of these is a YouTuber out here. That's what I found. There's so many damn guys that are calling themselves YouTubers.
Everybody's a YouTuber these days.
Yeah.
Everybody. Even the fish.
You know what? Like
even
I
the frogs.
You're stupid. But like I said, I mean, somebody might cover something we didn't cover. Somebody might go to a restaurant that you're interested in. Somebody might have a hobby that we don't have. They might live differently than us. They may, So I always say get good advice from all over. That's all knowledge is power.
And don't come out here burning bridges. Because sooner or later, that same person that you come out here acting snooty, okay, you got to run to this same person again because you could be calling him for a ride maybe at midnight, and now he's got a choice whether he's going to pick you up or not. Right. He recognized you. Guess what? He ain't coming to get you because you cheapskate and you cutting them short. And you was acting snooty. People don't be bothered like that.
So Victor said his wife's Dominican, and the first thing she does there is go and get the VIP. Heck yeah.
Smart.
Hey, first thing I did when I got out here, got my nails done, got a pedicure, got a facial. I was getting all the treatments. I've laid back now because of COVID, and I'm not trying to play that, try to be all up in them. But yeah, I was getting everything done when I got out here. Everything. Because it's so much cheaper.
So we got the VPN on the late tip. Because we didn't have it at our old place. We just recently had it since we moved here. Big difference.
Fit Demon says, has it been easy to stick to a budget? Yes, because I am like this about a budget. Like
she's doing a budget.
Because we had a goal on how much we wanted to save every month. And we have exceeded our goal, I'm proud to say.
It's Steady Freddy. Steady Freddy.
And not traveling. We had it because we had so many trips planned. But yes, I definitely believe that I can stick to it. I splurge sometimes, but if you splurge, then you make it up the next month. That's the beauty of it when you're saving so much out here.
There you go. And I guarantee you're going to save a whole lot more out here than you're going to do in that US of A. I promise you. I promise you that.
So Mr. Real said, do you ever have a meetup or anything like that, or is it strictly YouTube?
No, we've met people before the COVID hit in, set in. You know, because we got to be careful. We got to want to be safe because, I mean, we just got to watch it. The environment now, this thing is going around so bad. And even some people in San Diego, just a big city, some of them are not being safe. Some of them don't want to wear their masks, all these kind of things. So we got to be careful, you know. And if we do meet you and greet you, we want to do it in a safe environment that'll benefit you and it benefit me. Because basically right now, the United States is hot as a firecracker. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of countries won't let them come because of the hotness that's going on.
Europe.
Even us.
That's ruined my Europe trip.
They ruined my trip. You know what I'm saying? They stopping us from going and doing and taking care of our business. So it is what it is. We want to be safe, and we'll work something out in the future. We'll definitely work something out. But we're glad you guys reaching out to us, and we're here to give you good information, not give you a lot of bull crap. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Real.
And not tell any lies and tell you one thing and it's something totally different. If we tell you on this channel, you better believe it. It's coming to pass. You better believe it because a lot of people say a lot of things, but they're not truthful.
Yeah.
Or they don't know what they're talking about.
To answer, who is it that asked that? Daisy. Do you guys meet up with locals or expats? We meet up with people. Oh, thank you, the accountant. You guys are really, thank you for patroning. Thank you guys. I want to take a second to just say thank you to everyone that's patroning and giving some money. Because I tell you, we work really hard on the content and we meet with people when they visit. So to roll this into that question too, we meet with people when they come and they visit. And I will tell you, I appreciate people and I work hard for our YouTube family. And I really appreciate when they show the love back. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good looking out because you told us. You appreciate what we're giving because we first got here. I wish we could have got this kind of help. You
got that. You never lied. I could have saved so much.
First got here, I was screaming out loud, Lord, you got us in this country. Okay, I can't always speak this language. They speak 100 miles an hour. You know what? But you know what? God works everything out for the good. Yeah. And you know what? It's just like living in another city. And also, it's like living in another country, because we are in another country,
Okay, Eric, I'm cutting you off.
Yeah. But life is where life would be anywhere else. You just got to conduct your business. You can't be snooty, can't be disrespectful. And don't forget, when you get into an Uber, and you think that all Uber drivers can't speak English, you're wrong.
You a lie. Listen, okay, so for example, this is what I used to do. I can speak because I'll tell you, I can speak from experience. In the U.S., people would get into elevators, close spaces with me, and they would start speaking Spanish, and I'd just sit there like this, like I didn't understand, and I'm listening to their whole conversation. And they thought I was a white girl, so they would just talking, and they got out, and I'd tell him the whole conversation. He's like, why are you listening to your conversation? I was like, they were talking, just saying. So when you get into that Uber and you start talking in English and you think ain't nobody listening, the Uber driver's listening to your whole conversation because they have even commented on our conversation together.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Answered, and I'm like, and I could look at him and I go, oh, tu hablas inglés? And he goes, a little. And I said, oh, see, you better watch what you say.
And I've been telling my Spanish is not that good. But I said, aquí. And then he said, oh, over there. See what I'm saying? Because some of the drivers here have actually been to the United States. Some have even worked in the United States and just came back home because this is their motherland. And I can't blame them because when they finish working in the United States, they bring that money back here. Okay?
That's for you. It's your son.
Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope everything's going great. I'm glad you're watching.
Hi, Eric. Victor, that's a Boricua. You already know. Ya tú sepas. I just
Wow,
be sitting there
I
like,
done seen two of my sons tonight. That's good. That makes me feel great. Absolutely.
Oh, James said take a class. Yes.
Yeah,
En español para hablar.
well, I got my Duolingo app, so I mean,
Pues,
I'm working on it.
sí, pero tú no hablas.
It's a work in progress.
Ay, Dios mío. Okay. So with that, we're going to wrap this up because we have gone over our time. Thank you to everybody. He said the app don't cut it. Thank you, James. Exactly. Practice makes perfect. That's what I say. But thank you guys, those at Patreon. Thank you guys that have subscribed. Thank you guys that loyally come on to all of our lives. We appreciate you. We do this for you. We hope that you go back, watch some of the videos, get all that information, all those gems that we drop on how you too can live an awesome expat life and stop giving all your money to Uncle Sam. The accountant said, keep it up. Thank you. We will. Thank you so much.
Keep it up. Bring you guys good content so you know what to expect when you get here. Because like I said, there's a lot of good YouTubers out in the world, and there's a lot of bad YouTubers out there.
Yes.
So if you guys want to know how to live life, okay, we ain't gonna be telling you come out here. There's 20 chicas over here, and there's all this over here. All this. We ain't doing all that.
No.
We want you to come out here and live life. Bring your family, bring your dogs, your pets. We want to help you come out here and get settled and begin your beautiful Caribbean life in the Caribbean, because you don't went through enough hell in the States.
Yes, because I want everybody to have a good life,
right?
Not spend a lot of money and everything else. Now, Dennis said, when's the next live? So Dennis, every 2 weeks we're going to do a live. So 2 weeks from now, on Saturday, 9 o'clock our time, Eastern Standard Time, seems to be a great time.
Right.
So I think we'll stick to that time slot, 9 p.m. So in 2 weeks, we will do another live. As always, submit questions, whether it be through email or in the comment section. We will choose some of those questions so that we can tackle those on our next live, but we will always also take live questions from you guys.
And also, guys, listen, we want you to get them thumbs up.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Tina?
Yeah, we have only 36 thumbs up, but there's 70 people. Come on, man.
Right. I see much as 90. I'm going to see some thumbs. Show me some thumbs.
And then we also want to make sure that you guys are sharing the channel.
Yeah, it's a good thing to share the channel. Let people know they're coming this way, especially Santiago, Dominican Republic. They can know that we're here to give information. We can guide them to some good restaurants, or just show them, where to go. And as the economy gets better here, we can have more information for you, and then just to share it with you. So when you get here and you come out of the terminal at the airport, you won't be blind. You won't be just looking like frightened, like you just seen a ghost or something. Yeah. But that's
and if you guys have video ideas.
Right, absolutely.
Submit some video ideas. I mean, we're always looking for content that you guys really want and need. So, hey, alleviate my problems of always having to come up with content. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you're looking for. And we will try to do a video on that. So, Victor said we need a class on how to do the thumbs up. Right?
There you go, because I got my 2 thumbs right here. Okay. But listen, guys, you got to make sure that you're homing in on all the videos, because it could be the video that you're not looking at and getting up here that you miss out.
Yes.
Because it's all about your money, your future, and your health.
Yes.
That's what this is all about. And we want you guys to have the best that you can have and the best life that you can live, because we all have one life, and you want to live the best life. That's why I always say on the channel, life is to be enjoyed.
There you go.
And you can't enjoy it when you're stressed out, you walk around in circles, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to get your pet shipped and all this kind of stuff. We want to show you and walk you through all that. So when you get here, you'll be saying, I really appreciate that couple. And hopefully you might invite us to dinner. We'll come have some videos with you.
Thank you, Yoli, for subscribing. Thank you, guys. So as always, hit subscribe, notifications, and that like button, the thumbs up. Be sure to look at some of the old videos, but stay tuned for our new videos. And as always, we'll let you wrap it
up. In the meantime, between the time, life is to be enjoyed. Don't forget that subscription. And what, Tina?
Hit the notification, likes, And all the information will be listed underneath this video as well as all of our other videos. But this video, we will have the information on the credit repair, Shakespeare Credit Solutions, and on our insurance brokers for you guys that are coming out here to the DR to relocate.
And remember, guys, don't come out here with a lot of debt. Get rid of most of that garbage debt you have before you get here so you can live a better life and get yourself set up for success when you get here.
Yes.
So, peace.